Hey, what's up, everybody? WWE Hall of Famer, The Godfather here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. So let's everybody get aggressive and get on the whole train.
Yo! Hork!
Horka.
Are we live?
I believe so.
Are we live? Is anybody out there? Hello? Hello?
What's going on, man?
Hey, welcome everybody to Grown Man Record Night. Appreciate you guys spending a little time with us. Here on a little
My jeans are too long.
Friday night action. Tight roll, baby. It's all about the tight roll. Jay, cut that volume down!
He's hard of hearing. He's got a hearing problem.
Jay's got the volume in the living room up like a fucking old man. Yeah, hey, I appreciate everybody spending a little time with us tonight. Played some terrific albums tonight. Had a big old time over here tonight. Getting going. Got a lot of good stuff coming up tonight. Got Monster Dig of the Week from our little digging action with Aaron the Metal Theologian and Eric Bauer last weekend. And Steve's got some stuff. We got some marbles coming up. Got a So to Speak. Got a Chip Chat. Hell, I don't even know what we're gonna do for Chip Chat yet, but we have a cachet we're gonna pick from over here.
I brought something.
You brought something?
Yeah.
Well, we got a cachet.
Well, that's part of it.
But anyway, you know, Jay was asking me earlier. Kind of funny. Jay was talking to me about hacking stuff. You into hacking? You a hacker, Steve?
I've hacked a few things.
Okay. But it kind of reminded me earlier this week, you know, everything, all the passwords I've used over the past years have kind of gotten kicked out, compromised at some points. And one of my go-to passwords is now rejected all over the place. You know
Password?
what? Yeah, like, you know, you go to a new website, you create an account.
Yeah. They don't accept your password?
I always liked back in the day, and I don't want anybody to hack my shit, but like, I always used beef stew as my password.
Yeah.
But now I can't use that because the internet tells me that it's not strong enough. Stroganoff.
Oh.
Ladies and germs, we are back live once again for the 436th show. Is that right?
No idea.
Holy crap. Me love you long time. Me love you long time.
There you go.
Yeah, hey, last week's show, man. What an absolute monster show we had last week. Had a lot of people in here. Actually broke records for concurrent viewers.
Oh, not vinyl record. You didn't break
No. We didn't break any vinyl records. I don't think. That's to be seen later. But yeah, had some new folks checking us out and joining us. We always appreciate that. But be so groany. Okay, Wizard. A lot of fun though, man. Holy shit! Like having those two guys up in here in the studio and hanging out with us was pretty damn awesome. And you know, Mel Theologian's been up here a couple of times. That's his third time.
Got someone from Seattle.
Seattle, like Eric Bauer flying in.
Cow.
Very cool. I mean, literally a dude, you know, watched on YouTube that you so far away that you literally never think you're ever gonna like see in real life or at least hang out with. You know, it was nuts. It was actually nuts. So we had a killer time, man, and they brought some new folks to the stream to check us out, and it was a lot of fun. And then Saturday, they had to jump back and leave town Saturday, but we did have some time to go up to King Records, which is literally like less than a mile from my house.
Sadly, I couldn't join you for that.
It was kind of a bang bang kind of thing.
Yeah.
But jumped in there and scored some cool digs, and we'll talk about that a little later. What's up, Chromie D? Woo! Chromie D's got an amazing contest. You know, did a contest video this week for a channel, for Sam's channel.
Yes.
Posted that on the YouTubes if you want to go check that out. But I think the next contest
is it for
Chromie D.
But hers is that game for
Connect 4.
Connect 4.
Yeah.
You basically connect 4 artists or 4 albums, basically.
Yeah.
In some way.
That was a lot of fun.
You could take that in any direction, really.
Yeah, it's funny because when I started it, I did it one way, and I'm like, yeah, bet. I was getting ready to record it, and then I kind of checking to make sure, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, that's wrong. And like, I had something wrong. So I had to like kind of on the spot do my own little like audible. I stepped up to the line and was like, Omaha, Omaha, and had to change things.
Okay.
But anyway, what's up, Zonk Man? DJ Trish up in this mug. Woo woo. Anyway, what's been going on with you this week?
Zonk Man, are you going to the record show on Sunday?
That's in what, Clemens?
Yeah.
The Clemens record show?
I don't think I'm going. Up to do.
Okay. I don't want to get the COVID. I'm not going.
Okay.
But, yeah. Shit. I don't know what I was saying.
Theologian?
Yeah, MT's in here. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. A lot of fun. Hey, played a lot of the Metal Theologian gifted a couple of records. We played some of those this evening. Really enjoying that. What the hell else was I going to say?
I don't know.
What you been up to?
Well, I actually came to High Point early tonight because I had to rehearse.
Zonkman is going to the show.
Oh, cool.
The record show.
We rented there's a space here in High Point. It's a music store, but they have a couple of rooms you can rent. They've got a stage set up, and you just go in there and they already have amps. So it kind of gets you used to playing, because this band I'm in, we actually haven't played a live gig yet. So this Sunday,
that's right. Yeah,
this Sunday will be our first. We wanted to kind of run through our set, on what seemed like a stage.
Do you think you're more of a studio band than a live band?
Well, there's a lot of instruments and there's a lot of changes going on, which makes it difficult to do something like what we're doing. It's a blues challenge, so you have 2 15-minute sets, short, and with all the shit going on, it's I don't know if we're cut out for this kind of a thing.
So your first show is going to be a weird one.
It's a weird one.
It's not like a normal.
It's a weird one.
It's not a normal like just gig.
No.
Interesting. Is it like a battle of the bands kind of thing?
Kind of. The winner goes on to Memphis, I think, which is kind of cool. That's the coolest thing about it, I think.
Does somebody pay for that?
I'm not sure how much they pay. I don't know if they probably don't pay for us to travel there, but they pay for our entry into the challenge there. So.
At the Memphis State Fair.
Never been to Memphis.
I spent a month there one weekend.
Yeah.
I think. I've been to
Beale
Memphis?
Street?
No, actually, I've never been to Memphis. Been in Knoxville.
Yeah. Nashville.
Never been to Nashville.
No?
No.
Oh, great town.
Yeah. When I was in Knoxville, actually, I was fishing a regional championship tournament. But yeah, that's and I've traveled through Nashville.
Yeah, well,
like highway, but not like stopped and chilled or whatever. Oh yeah, happy Veterans Day for any of our friends and family here that may have served. Your dad was a serviceman.
My dad and my son.
Oh, that's right. Your son was a serviceman.
Yeah. Skipped a generation.
Fucking hippie. Make love, not war, brah. That's what Steve said. What younger Steve said.
Steve, 1983.
I I'm into like music and stuff. What? But hell yeah. And y'all got me. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying it again. You were saying band program.
Yeah,
check.
so that's what we're doing. That's
Yeah.
working on that this weekend.
Hell yeah.
It's Sunday at 3:30 in Greensboro.
What club?
Elm Street Lounge.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The place where all the shootings happen.
Well, that was said by someone I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not sure if that's true or not.
Well, probably.
He knows a lot.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you ever see yourself, like, we both probably would be considered, we have like relatively modest audio setups in terms of like enjoying records, listening to records.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Sure.
And kind of limited what we do here because, we do 2 turntables and a mixer, so we can do like DJ type sets and go bump to bump, back to back with with records and stuff. Are you ever tempted to like get into like the audiophile kind of side of things? Do you ever see yourself picking up like a legit like tube amplifier or anything like that? I sort of fantasize about that kind of
for music, for playing audio.
Yeah, like just for listening to like a tube.
I haven't gone down that
like a tube amp
hole.
to like.
I haven't gotten into that yet.
I wonder, like, as if I get, and I wonder, like, you guys out there. I know some of you guys have ridiculous setups, and some of you guys have a turntable hooked up to some bookshelf speakers and shit. And like, yeah, I always wonder, like, as I get older, like, or you think like when you retire, you'll get a ridiculous like audio setup. But no, I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking because I've heard some talk about different like audiophile stuff. I'm always interested in like audiophile stuff, but I'm an idiot when it comes to stuff like that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what sounds good, but then there again, do you ever know what really sounds good if something sounds better?
Well,
I don't know, but I just wonder like killer for the Yakin tube amps, killer for the money. I've always wondered, like, if I wasn't doing this show, what would my audio setup be? How crazy would I have gotten? I don't mind spending money on a PC and stuff to be able to game and do the show right and having a nice camera and stuff like that. But like I said, limitations on what we do. I'm not going to do a high-end audiophile setup because that's more like it's hard to, you're not going to have 2 turntables like that. Anyway.
You got lightning hitting the house every once in a while.
This is very true. This is very true. What's up, Cliff? Shit's too expensive. Do like the older amps, but called vinyl cheapskate for a reason. Hey, we're right there with you. We're pretty much cheapskates to some extent, especially for stuff like that.
Our shit sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good in here. I mean, for sure. But I mean, does it sound like some of you other guys
downstairs? I've got some pretty big speakers upstairs. Downstairs, I got some really nice studio speakers. Mm-hmm. Those things sound amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, monitors, studio monitor speakers. You can't go wrong with those.
Chromie says, I've always refused to get into the audiophile shit. I've always believed watching Star Wars and anything bigger than a 22-inch black and white is selling out.
Yeah. Nice.
There is something to be said for that. Like, I would feel weird. I would feel weird listening to like a punk album on like a high-end setup, or like, I don't know, even like an old metal record or something would be weird. The jazz cats, if you're primarily a jazz cat, I could kind of see that. Because I think that's where you really.
What if you're a prog, like really into prog? Or,
prog would probably be okay. Like, yeah.
You want a high-end system for.
I think jazz guys really pride themselves on fidelity and differences in pressings and stuff like that. Not that rock's not like the same way, but like Oh, Wizard coming in with the quote of the night already. A Slurpee ain't wine, but it tastes good to me. Woo-wee! I love it. I love it. That's quote of the night already. $35 amp, $10 thrift store speakers. See, I love that kind of vibe too. To see what you can cobble together from stuff you pick up in Goodwills and stuff. Because you could find, I mean, obviously, find some dope speakers, good receivers. I mean, you're not going to find Macintosh tube amps.
It's nice to hear what the masters are doing, though. And I want to throw this in there since you're talking about sound. Is I really want to go back again and watch Dune in IMAX because of the sound.
Yeah,
the sound was.
I've heard that from a few different people.
Amazing.
People comment on the sound of Dune.
Yeah.
Would it be Dune metal? I'm really into Dune metal and shit, man.
Dune metal.
Yeah. I don't know. That just kind of been knocking around in my head this week. Like, I wonder what I would have, or like at some point would I go crazy, buy like $1,000 tube amp or like phono stage kind of thing, and I don't know. Or would that feel weird to me? It's funny because, like, you know, playing in bands and stuff. I played with a guy. You guys have James has been. He was here for the 400th show. He was in the 5 L's with me, and James was a cat that had all the dope pedals. Spent a lot of money on like good pedals. Played PRS guitars. Had a box, and he would roll up his chords, fold them in there. If I was like, "Hey James," he had like backup tubes. He had like everything in there. I came in with like a fucking Walmart bag with like 4 or 5 pedals. I had a pedal board.
Everything's stuffed in there.
Everything's stuffed. Cables were like 15 years old. My strings were probably 4 months old. I'm looking around on the floor on the stage to find a pick to play with. Like, shit like that. That's kind of how I roll. So as much as I romanticize about being one of those guys, I'm probably really not wired to be one of those guys from birth. Honestly. And that's cool too, to be... you be your own thing. Metal Theologian won't play anything that costs less than $5,000. I mean, that's that big high roller YouTube money right there.
Yeah.
That's that Metal Theologian Patreon shit right there. What do your platinum tier subscribers get, MT? I'm just curious. Hopefully it's a rough tugger. I mean, that's kind of bottom line right there.
He sends him a vial of blood.
Oh, yeah. We should start giving out vials of blood. Speaking of giving away, it's funny because, Merv's always quick to make sure that I'm wearing the bling, but I'm starting kind of a new thing. I'm not going to double bling anymore, I think.
Okay. Over bling?
I'm going like tonight, I got a nice crispy like black shirt, some black jeans.
Is it black? That's not black.
It's black and gray. So I'm rocking
It's charcoal gray is what.
Yeah, but the black line.
Okay.
Like gray and black. So I'm rocking the
Raiders.
Rocking the turntable charm. Which, speaking of which, and if I do something, some of the I'll do the $sign. So I'm gonna split them up. I'm not gonna double them up anymore.
Okay. We got something to look forward to.
Paradigm shift. But I will say, if we do, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. If we ever hit 1,000 subscribers, I've already said this, I'm gonna give this bitch away right here.
Really?
I'm giving away the chain with the turntable charm on it. Why is that?
Just announced.
What?
You
No.
said that we just lost.
No. We didn't lose no 40 subscribers. Jay.
I want your chain.
Oh, they want my... It smells good, too. This chain smells great.
Yeah, don't wash it.
Actually, this chain is not the one that stinks. It's the $sign chain literally smells like butthole.
Pretty funky.
It's really bad. It's really bad. Yeah, Metal Theologian says, get on the mic, Jay. No, hey, Metal Theologian, let me just say, no, don't get on the mic, Jay. That ought to be the new thing. Don't get on the mic, Jay.
Come on now.
But anyway.
Careful what you.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for. That's a good point. Couple of things that popped up this week. What's your thoughts on Jack White stuff. You like the white stripes and the Jack White stuff?
I like it. I'm not over the mountain on it, but yeah, it's
I'm a big
lo-fi, kind of cool.
If Steve is in charge of shipping the chain, will they receive it? That may also be quote of the night. I don't know.
Ouch.
We saw a Derek Higgins records in Raleigh. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Sonospheres 2, or one of the more. I saw one here in Winston recently.
Yep.
Why are we so mean to Jay? He likes it. He likes getting beat up. Normally, he pays good money to get beat up like that. I'm a big. What's up, Elliot Cruz? Give me a dual 1219, 1019 with a $70 Ordophone cart. All you need with a decent amp and speakers. I hear you, brother. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know if I have a discerning enough ear to tell the difference. I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't know. But back to White Stripe. I'm a big fan of that early White Stripe stuff, and probably lesser so. And I like the Racketeers. The Jack White solo stuff, I'm not as much of a fan. It's still good stuff, and it's unique and killer. But he's going to have a couple of new records coming out. Just got announced this week. This in 2022, I think April and something. But this is the picture that accompanied this, and I don't know what has happened. Jack White's a weird guy, and he's always. It's weird because I think he's a cool guy. He's a neat guy. But there's other times where I'm like, kind of bothers me to a point. And I don't know when it is that this motherfucker has turned into Edward Scissorhands. He's like morphing into Edward Scissorhands as we're getting on in the age. He looks more and more like Johnny Depp as the years go by. I'm not really sure what's going on. Fear the Dawn and Entering Heaven Alive going to be coming out in April and July. Not a lot's known about it, but you can pre-order them and all this shit. April 8th and July 22nd.
I'm glad he was able to ink that deal with Third Man.
Yeah. But I'm always interested to see what he's got going on. He's an interesting enough guy to put out cool stuff. What's up, Jenny? Jenny from the block. There's a Derek Higgins record somewhere in Nashville. Dumped that mess years ago in a trade lot.
You got that graphic?
Which one? I don't know. I don't know where that is. But yeah. Anyway, for Jack White fans, something coming down the pipe. Here's something. Oh, I meant to cut the heat down so that thing didn't come on.
Yeah. You want me to cut it down?
Throw me D. So check this out. Records aside, bought 2 bottles of Mr. Bubbles today from the U.S. for my kids. Through caution of the wind, get a bill of customs for you got $160 bill for a couple of bottles of Mr. Bubbles? No shot. Are you for real? Oh my God. That is crazy. That is crazy. I don't like what my hair is doing right now. It's going to make me put on a hat. Let's see if I can be careful. Put on the wrong hat with a mustache. I turned into Randy from the convenience store real quick. Charlie said we didn't have to come in at 9:30 tomorrow if we won't meet up there at the job site. Or if you won't come in a little early, we'll go over and get us a biscuit. Maybe I'll go without it. I don't know. I'm sitting up here by myself. But I will say, back before, which camera? Jerry? 2? Back before I collected records real tough, I started collecting like metal tapes, like back in the 90s. And I was a big death metal guy then. Don't really listen to much death metal anymore. I don't want to say it's a genre I've kind of grown out of because it's like cookies. It's a sometimes treat, and sometimes it feels right. Other times it's like it's way too much for me nowadays. But But one of the tapes I remember picking up back in the day was from a band. I know some of you guys are going to really know this band. A band called Cancer. And their debut to the gory end. So this is why I collected shit like this. Like crazy ass covers and shit like that. What's up, Jason Skills?
Shit like this and shit like that.
Shit like this and shit like that. This was released in 1990, and I don't think this has been reissued very much that I can tell. This is coming out on Peaceville Records. But I just really remember, from the UK death metal scene, associated with bands like Bolt Thrower and Carcass, but I was a big fan like back in the 90s and shit. I'd be interested in like picking some of that shit. I think I may still have the tape somewhere, but I remember being all over that shit. I thought some of you guys, I know some of you guys are death metal guys, and that would be kind of interesting to, something to pick up or be on the lookout for. Now here's something that popped up. A lot of the stuff that's been coming out, man, it's not really tripped my fancy, so I've been really doing some deep digs trying to find some stuff to talk about. So this is something I saw this cover, and I'm like, yeah, man, this looks like killer shit. And like something new, I didn't know what it was. Caned by Nod. Look at this cover. The name of the album's None the Wiser, and did a little research on it, and it was you guys ever heard of Cody Jinks? He's like an outlaw country guy. I'm familiar with Cody Jinks, at least somewhat. I don't remember being particularly a huge fan, and so I'm like, well, this is his like, really, he came from like metal bands. He'd been in metal bands before and shit. So this is like his going back and releasing a metal record. So I jammed it and pulled it in, and not often do I pull a graphic in and talk about a record only to say, this sucks. This is a big fat turd. An absolute turd. Man, I've not wanted to hate on a record more than this in a long time. I think it's terrible. Anyway, that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, there's definitely longer.
I think it's terrible. And he kind of sings like he's still doing like outlaw country. And it just, I don't know. I didn't care for it. But something I do care for in terms of metal stuff. A lot of the metal stuff came out this week. Nuclear Assault.
Nuclear?
Now, this is something I could get behind. Handle with care.
You can't say nuclear. That really upsets.
Third studio album, released in '89, and other than there was a Back in Black reissue in 2010, and then High Roller did a deal in 2016. Came out, and other than that, I've not really seen this reissued a lot. Killer thrash record, man. Great chance to pick it up because this, like, you can pick this shit up on like Amazon. So it's like that accessible. Because I love High Roller, but it's German and got to pay for shipping, and you got to, for me, because I'm a cheap motherfucker, you got to really want something from High Roller to bring it in. They do good stuff. But anyway, I see Davis Winchester. Let's give him a scholar holler. Yep, yep. Got to be the only PhD candidate in the vinyl community.
You think?
I mean, the only one I give a shit about anyway.
But Tambroni's got a PhD.
You think Tambroni's a PhD?
He's a principal, isn't he?
He's smart enough.
Yeah.
You telling me he's Dr. Tambroni?
It might be.
I have to check with him on that.
Dr. Love.
Call me Dr. Love.
I am the Dr. of
Nope,
Love.
Steve.
Turn the amp off. I can't play this
Right.
fucking thing.
That guy on Fed.
So, big fans of the Stooges here, and this is another one. The Stooges live at Whiskey a Go-Go. This came out on Digger's Factory today. A lot of people say this is like... There was one quote in this article I read that said this is one of the most historic moments in rock and roll. One of the best like live performances ever. This described by magazine Backdoor Man as the best rock concerts of all time. And I don't think this is something that I think it originally came out like way later after the shows, but I'd be interested in checking this out. But you got to be careful though, because I've run across some Stooges live stuff that was sounds really terrible. Which, in the spirit of punk rock, terrible is a loose term, but like, but I found a couple of tracks of this and it sounds pretty neat. So I don't know, it'd be worth a check out. Steve, play Wasp Love Machine shirtless. Can't do shirtless because if you show nips on Twitch, you get banned, even man nips.
I just wanted to show this this guitar.
Guitar.
Here. This is a baritone electric guitar.
Baritone, try it.
Baritone.
If you know anything about the sound you love and that heavy low doomy metal that you love, a lot of times folks are playing a baritone guitar. It's tuned like a standard guitar, but the low string is B.
It's awesome.
So they make a really strong piece of wood, being able to hold the.
What's longer?
Speaking of strong piece of wood.
Huh?
Hell yeah! Like I know, like Yob. Yob plays a baritone that get that nice, deep, gnarly. I always say I don't want to get all guitar-y, but like where you like, why would you play a baritone versus a 7-string? I think that's a nice debate. Like some people love the baritones, people love to play a 7-string to get that. I would say
a lot of times the 7 strings will do that, but you have a lot of tuning issues.
Well, I mean, the top string's still heavier, but
yeah,
you still have the ability to shred if you want to.
Sure.
Because you still have the high strings down there, but I don't know.
But if you want that sound, just that you want to just hold those notes and give you that sound.
I've wanted a baritone guitar for a long time. That's very cool. They're not cheap. I guess they probably make cheap ones. I don't know. We'll move on. Here's a little kind of a weird thing that popped up. I saw this. Like, this may be something cool to check out. A band called Red Kite. And how do you say this, Steve?
Apophenian?
Apophenian Bliss?
Maybe.
So we actually streamed this. Steve was up in my office today and we streamed this. It's was it Danish?
Norwegian?
Norwegian. That's what it was. Jazz rock supergroup, they call it. And
yeah,
it
was noise mixed in with like free jazz.
It was like free jazz with like I don't know what
It was cool.
It was really cool. Yeah,
Cool.
The cover really caught my attention for sure. But you guys should check out if you're into that kind of weird shit, you know, little off kilter. This would be a cool one to check out. When I saw jazz rock, I was like,
You
I
like
don't know.
Sun Ra?
Modern jazz, yeah. Sun Ra.
You would like that.
Sun Ra mixed with some like some good
Acid Mother's Temple.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Red Kite. Apophenian Bliss. Check it out. Books. Check them out. But
Put
yeah,
it on the truck.
put it on the truck. Put it on the truck. And finally, something I saw that came out today. Honestly, I felt kind of bad because I'm not familiar with these guys. Stonewall Noise Orchestra. And this is called Volume 1. This came out on Heavy Psych.
Metal Theologian, what can you tell us about this?
Metal Theologian may know something about this. This is Swedish stoner rockers, but it's kind of considered like a supergroup. Ex-members from Demon Cleaner and Greenleaf.
Demon Cleaner.
Demon Cleaner was a.
I know Greenleaf a lot. Greenleaf is an
You've heard that?
incredible band.
Demon
Yeah.
Cleaner was on.
This is considered a stoner rock masterpiece. It said picked with some Black Sabbath and Hawkwind fragments.
Oh.
So that tells you right. And I streamed some of it today. It's pretty damn good. Not something that's been out or readily available recently. So I would, if you're into like the stoner rock scene, especially the Swedish stoner rock scene, which is a fantastic
I like
scene.
those two bands you mentioned, Hawkwind and Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I would definitely give this a little streamy and see if you like it. And you could at least pick it up from Heavy Sight. That's a label you can actually get shit from, and it's not crazy to ship and stuff like that. Unless you get it from the European store. Hopefully the American store will get it.
If they can get folks back into the building to work.
Very true. Of course, it's tough to get. It's weird, like... I
had an interesting conversation with a local record store owner.
Let's get into it.
And I want to get everybody's take on this. I was asking him about some pre-orders because I was interested in the Porcupine Tree album coming out next June, I think it is.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Are you going to take pre-orders on this?" And he's like, "Pre-orders aren't what they used to be. It's like I have no idea if I'm getting anything, what I can get. It's like because of the supply chain problem, it's affected the record industry as well, and so." He's like, he doesn't do pre-orders anymore. So, Does your record store still do pre-orders?
Yeah.
Most pre-orders are online now. I mean, like I was thinking about, there's an album that just was announced today. I think it was Beth Hart. She's this female, one of my favorite female singers. She's just got lots of just gravitas. Just really good. She did a Zeppelin tribute album, and they dropped one of the tracks today. I think it was Good Times, Bad Times. And I wanted to pre-order it. But I was thinking maybe I should check with my local store first, but maybe if they're not doing pre-orders, maybe I'll just go ahead and pre-order.
They do that Travis Scott tune?
What, Trampled Underfoot? That should have been your opening joke.
I couldn't do that. Chromie D's talking about some joysticks. Leaf Green and Jim Greenleaf starting joysticks. Now, that's a movie.
Joysticks?
Right there. I think I was watching that one day, and the fiance came in and she was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" It was like...
Seen this? What is this?
You know who can't play with...
Frank Stallone.
You get... Damn it, Jay. Jesus Christ, Jay.
Get on the mic, Jay.
No, don't get on the mic.
And people that attend the stuff.
Okay, Jay.
Oh, good Lord.
but back to the pre-order thing. I've literally never pre-ordered an album through a record store. I'm all about like supporting like local record stores and stuff, but I think when I'm thinking about a pre-order, I would always do that online. Because if you're pre-ordering something online for, I don't know, let's say $30, I would think like the record store, like by the time it gets to you, it's gonna be more expensive. I don't know. Maybe not once you pay for shipping and shit like that, but like that reminds me, I pre-ordered a synthwave album that was supposed to drop in September. Still hadn't seen it. I may need to look into that. Elliot says he pre-ordered the Tedeschi Trucks Layla album. Got an email, said it was pushed back to March.
Yeah.
Pre-ordered the new Billy Strings, and they said it would be December, and I got 4 days later. That's weird. That's how shit is nowadays, man. It's everything's it's a weird time, and I can notice this by the site where I get like stuff that's coming out today or whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it, and I'll show a graphic and say, "Oh, go check this out," and then next week I'll go to the same site.
There it is.
There it is again on the same way. I'm like, wait, did it?
I think that's a marketing thing. I think the company that's trying to sell that.
But they didn't used to
do
do that.
like a 3-week.
Post. But I've been going to this site for like years to do this show, and it's not there.
They've found new ways to monetize.
No, but if you click like the record and go look, even though they say it's out at the bottom of the page, it says, "Click here to pre-order" on Amazon. Okay. Like pre-order, but it's supposed to be out today.
Right.
So everything's fucked up. Is the bottom line.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway. Foobar. Let's get in a little bit of what we played this evening.
Sure.
Woo! Some good stuff. Had some folks cashing some banana bucks tonight.
Was there something on the table?
We did start with something that was left on the table from last weekend. Me and Jay were in here hanging out. Actually, it was Sunday night. Me and Jay were in here hanging out. Everything is bullshit. Quote of the night.
Everything is bullshit.
Me and Jay were in here hanging out, watching some football on Sunday night, throwing some record albums, and or this was. You played this? No, you played this at the end of Friday.
Yeah, I did.
Yep, at the end of Friday.
That's why it was on the table.
When I was like falling asleep.
I was
Steve,
still wide awake.
Of course, because Steve does drugs. Queens of the Stone Age, Rated X.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic record. Not my favorite Queens, but it's a really good record. Not a lot to show on the back there. But great stuff. This was left on the table, so we had to play a little bit of that. And then, oh God, what's the guy's name?
The guy from Brand X.
Yeah, John Goodall. Goodsall.
Okay.
John Goodsall from Brand X passed away this week. So we had to play
some folks don't know Brand X.
Had to play a little Brand X. This has Phil Collins on drums. If you're not familiar with Brand X,
He was
band.
He was in Genesis, but it's this little side project of his.
And this is
it's really, really good.
Absolutely. You can see. Look at Phil down there in the bottom. Hippie ass Phil.
Early Phil.
Early Phil.
Eefy.
But Brand X is killer. If you dig any kind of like fusion, jazz rock kind of stuff, it's not.
It's like a British version to me of the Dixie Dregs.
It does have that vibe.
What do you think?
And the drums, like Jay immediately pointed out, was like, man, this sounds like Billy Cobham. Like the drums have a very just like frantic Billy Cobham vibe to it.
Bill Collins was a monster drummer at one point in his life.
He's not dead.
Yeah, but he's not a monster drummer anymore, probably.
I didn't say he wasn't dead. I didn't say he was dead.
But fun fact, before I really collected records, I remember the same guy, James, I played music with from the 5Ls. We were hanging out in his apartment, and he was like, man, have you ever, do you know Brand X? And I was like, no, this is like early 2000s. And he's like, this is Phil Collins, like proggy jazz fusion band or whatever from back in the 70s. He had it on vinyl. He had a small collection of vinyl, and he put that on. It kind of blew my mind. And I thought it was even cooler because he had it on vinyl, and I didn't really do that at the time. And that was one of the like small little things that like made me like, man, dude, I should collect records, bro. Like it like,
oh really?
Yeah, it was Brand X because it was a band I'd never heard of. It's got Phil Collins back in the day. It's like, you don't know this, it's one of those like, you don't know nothing about this kind of moments.
Right.
But anyway, old Metal West cashed in 1,000 banana bucks to pick the next record on the turntable. Old Sam Hain 3, November Coming Fire. Wanted to hear side B, so we put that on for my man. We've been playing a lot of Danzig, Sam Hain stuff here recently, and a lot of folks request these too, these unofficial releases. But can never go wrong there. Kick-ass shit. Been playing the piss out of those. And I have to apologize to Mr. Bizarro, man. Like last week, he had reached out to me early in the day and was like, hey, you got that Earth record, The Bees Made Hunting the Lion's Skull? I was like, yeah. He's like, can you play that tonight? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Then we had, we had the fellas come in, Mel Theologian and Eric Bauer came in. And anytime we get a bunch of guests here in the studio, shit gets kind of crazy. It's hard to kind of balance hanging out.
You don't really man the...
I'm not manning the chat.
The helm.
And like, it's hard to balance like hanging out with your buddies in studio and also like, paying attention to the chat and being engaged and stuff like that. And I kind of got turned around and forgot to play it for him last week. So I apologize for that. So I gave him the option of picking two this week or picking another one in addition to this. But this is my favorite album cover of all time right here.
What's the gatefold like?
I think it's
not like the cover.
Well, if you don't know Earth, this is Dylan Carlson. Early on, Earth was a Seattle band.
Open that gatefold from the outside. Let me see the outside.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. There we go. That's cool.
Yeah. So they were originally like a drone metal band. Like heavy guitars, distorted feedback, and kind of use the feedback as their vehicle for,
Right.
you know. And honestly, the biggest influences for that genre, period, I would say, and that's kind of where Sun came from, was they were fans of Earth and what they did there. But this, like later on, Dylan Carlson kind of took the project in a different direction, and this, I always liken this to, it has a country almost vibe. He plays like more twangier guitars, like kind of Telecaster-y sounding guitars. They're still kind of tuned down, but there's no like feedback. But things are still really slow. Played really slow, methodically, and repetitive. Just like drone or ambient stuff is, but in a...
Detuned?
Yeah, seems to be.
Effect-wise, maybe.
But very plain Jane, effect-wise.
Okay.
But just real repetitive, and like this record to me sounds like it's... I tried to find video to go along with this. To me, it sounds like what it would be like to drive in the desert in the dark, like at night. Just, it's got this like highway hypnosis, kind of like kind of twangy, but just slow. And
you know, my favorite
crazy.
driving album
What's that?
at night is
Favorite driving album? Put it in the chat right now.
"Wish You Were," Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here."
Is that right?
Yeah, "Shine On You Crazy Diamond."
Huh?
It's
Trying to think.
amazing.
I know my dad's would be "Hell Is for Children."
But he's just ready to get from point A to point B, and that's like,
Yeah.
get it.
I mean, and some people
But if you
probably
know you got like 6 hours ahead of you, or 4.5
know.
hours ahead of you,
I don't know what I would say.
that's a good.
Oh, my wife
That should
barely
be my-
tolerates you in the background. I'll watch your videos, but that's a compliment.
That
Same
should
for me.
that should be my YouTube challenge.
It's so funny when Nate Bouchard came up here and hung out with us, he and his wife, and then we went digging the next day. I walked in the record store and I started talking, and she knew my voice from YouTube and turned around and she was like, "You don't know how many times I've been asleep and Nate comes in and starts watching your videos." And then it's kind of cool until I start screaming about something, and how many times I'd woken her up in the middle of the night kind of thing, because I start pounding the desk or screaming about something, and that was pretty funny. But it was funny that she said, "I heard your voice and I recognized it was you from YouTube." Before I even turned around and saw who it was, I was like, that's kind of weird. It's awesome, but it's kind of weird. What's up, Eric Bauer? Oh, you talking about Metal Theologian barely tolerate? Yeah, fuck him. Of course. I barely tolerate him too. Shit, what are we talking about? That's funny. This is something I picked up, and I'm gonna do a vinyl rip of this. I'm pretty sure. Maybe this coming week. Maybe this weekend. Picked this up a couple of weeks ago. It was a dig of the week. A band called Snake Out. Detroit band, from what I can tell. This is called Golly Wobblers from Hell. And kind of bought it. Took a blind stab on this. It wasn't much. It was like $5 or $6. But they look at these guys on the back here. And they had a track called Fudge Packer. That kind of got me in the door. And then they had a song. Then they had another one called I Was a Teenage Goiter, and that's when I said I gotta buy this. So this is a I even asked Randy, Deadwax66, who's a Detroit or Michigan guy, if he was familiar with these guys. And he's also a punk garage guy, and he'd never heard of them. So took a stab on it, and it's really good. Fun record. It's a really fun record. Like garagey punk, almost rockabilly, twangy, surfy at times. So, and you can't find this on YouTube or anywhere. So I'm thinking about just ripping this whole thing and putting it on YouTube and see what happens. I don't think I'd get popped for copyright, but I don't know. Steve, what are you doing? Steve? We got music going.
I know.
Competing audio.
Fuck it.
Here's some VCLT from Metal Theologian last week. Oh God, now I got to pronounce it. Say this, Steve. The Mesmerist.
Yeah.
The Mesmerist. Really crazy stuff. I really enjoy this record. Look at this son of a bitch on the back right here. Woo! Yeah, do we have a get off your guitar, Steve emote? What's the hype sticker say here? The first ever vinyl reissue of the 2 EPs from one of the most unique, unconventional, and mysterious U.S. heavy metal bands ever, with hints of Merciful Fate and featuring none other than Bill Ward on drums. Oh, Billy Dub. Really cool stuff, man. Really enjoyed this. We played side A last week on the show, and tonight we busted out side B. Really enjoyed that. And then Steve pulled this out. Steve, why'd we play this?
I believe the drummer died.
Good story, Steve. Who's the guy from Moody Blues that died this week?
Graham
Nash.
No.
God rest his soul. But this was what's this is like a compilation?
Yeah, that's probably my favorite compilation of all time.
Really?
It's so well engineered. They did a good job of mixing with, there's a lot of spoken word, some of the albums, and they did a really good job of like blending them all together. Really, really one of my favorite.
I love those the early Moody Blues stuff. It's something we don't play on the show here much because some of the tracks do get a little slower and
yeah. So I
more ethereal and drony and stuff. It's not necessarily record night material, but God bless. I mean, who you can't discount anything that Moody Blues brought to the table, and when a cat checks out like that. Speaking of a cat checking out, I told Steve to bring this tonight. It's the original soundtrack for Death Wish 2. Which, funny enough, because I asked Steve, I was like, hey, do you have the soundtrack to Death Wish 3? And he was like, no, I've got Death Wish 2. Then we looked it up and realized that basically
we didn't look it up. I told you.
You said I think, and I double checked you like while we're talking. Pulled up the old Wikipedia just to double check. So it's got Jimmy Page, of course. It does a lot of the stuff on Heroin, of course. But I guess they went back and reused a lot of the tracks on Death Wish 3. But the point being, I don't remember the name of the actor.
Calvin Phillips.
It's the guy that played Chuck on Happy Days.
Oh yeah, is Ron Howard's dad, older brother
in the show?
Yeah, the tall guy, basketball player
that you only see, then he disappears.
Yep.
He died.
He went off to college.
Went off to college. He died today, and it's funny because MeTV had been running a bunch of ads about what happened to Chuck and stuff like that, and but he died, and then they were talking about what he did, and I guess kind of fell off of acting a little bit, but Ron Howard actually brought him back in the movie Willow, which I remember, but I don't have a eidetic memory when it comes to like Willow stuff. I recall the movie, but I'm not whatever.
Yeah.
But what he was in, me and the fiance just watched Death Wish 3. He's that ginger, pale, freckly motherfucker that's the head of the like bad guys, the gang in Death Wish 3.
Really?
I remember he was a very, very odd character to be a gang leader in a Death Wish movie. But it's that, if you remember Death Wish 3, the redheaded guy that Charles Bronson, it's like haunting Charles Bronson's soul.
So I brought Death Wish.
That's Chuck from Happy Days.
Let's do a shot for the 3 dead people we mentioned tonight.
Yeah.
You know who they are.
Merv's drinking Rebel Yale. Cliff's going to do a shot. Y'all do one with us now.
So send me emojis.
What's up, Eric? Cheers, brother. This hadn't happened very often on the show. My stomach's gurgling.
Gurgling?
We may have to plow through this pretty quick. Like I said, I told that's good. I took a little pineapple vodka. I've been mixing this pineapple vodka with a pineapple and coconut seltzer water. Whew. The best mixed drink I've ever done in my life. I've already stopped drinking them tonight. But I told Mr. Bizarro, you get a freebie, you get a free pick. You get your Earth record that you request and you get a freebie. He said, what about a little Boris Pink? Not a problem. This is the reissue, came out a few years ago. Triple LP, I believe. One of my favorite packaged records I have. I think it looks really nice. This whole die cut thing. You pop this flap open on the back. There's 3 LPs in here. It's a bitch to like get in and out of kind of thing, but looks really good. I can't believe actually how good a shape I've kept this in, considering like how much we drink and how much we mistreat records here.
Well, it starts with a B, so the cats can't get to it.
True statement. Very true statement. Buffalo Chase White Dog Clear Mash Whiskey. Woo! Lord have mercy.
Ooh.
Steve, what's this noise here now?
That's you had asked me a couple weeks ago if I had any of the live albums from King Gizzard, and I have one. This is Crunchy Shrapnel.
Okay.
Which came out early in the pandemic, I think. That's what they kind of did during the pandemic.
Who can tell those bastards?
Live albums. But it's got different tracks from different concerts, basically. But we heard the side 4, which is just called A Brief History of Planet Earth, live in London, Berlin, Utrecht, and Barcelona. I don't know how they did that, but
Hell yeah. That was good stuff. Good stuff. Then Mr. Sonic Doom Spaceman cashed in some banana bucks. Said,
Mr. SDMC.
got some Creator? I was like, absolutely, I got some Creator. So pulled out a little, this is the first Creator I ever picked up, the Terrible Certainty, the remastered version. Picked this up used. This is what introduced me to Creator. I wasn't familiar with Creator much. I knew who they were, but, didn't really know much about them. But really turned me onto them. This sounds fantastic. And it's got the, it's a double LP, the side 3. Side 3 is like an EP, Out of the Dark, and side 4, there's some side 4's got a bunch of live stuff on it. So it was a good Creator to start with, man.
Yeah, I'm going to see King Gizzard in Asheville next year, I guess.
Yeah, because they postponed that, right?
They postponed it, yeah.
Then we thought this was going to be the last one, but ended up playing one more after that. What about little meters? This is a self-titled, the first one?
Yeah.
This an OG or is this a reissue?
It's an OG, baby.
Woo!
And honestly, that was a gift to me. A friend of mine who I played, another guy named Steve, we were the two Steves for a while. He's a fellow Unitarian, and we play a lot of things together at the UU Fellowship, and some of their like parties they'll throw. We'll show up and play a few songs. But anyway, he was getting rid of a bunch of stuff and just gave me this. This OG Meters album.
Wow.
This is probably my most cherished album that I have, just because the fact that it was given to me rather than,
And then you finished it off with this right here. What is this all about?
Well, I thought we were going to be done after the Meters, but I felt like we were probably going to go a little longer, so I grabbed this Sun Rockabilly's album that I have. It's a compilation of Sun artists, and they're folks that I've never heard of. Let me just read some of them.
I don't remember you having this, man. This was really cool.
Junior Thompson, Rhythm Rockers, Sonny Burgess, Smokey Joe Ball, Berman Taylor, Hayden Thompson, Ray Smith, Jimmy Wages, Edwin Bruce, Danny Stewart, Don Hosea. I mean, that's all what's cool. It's like, it's rockabilly, but it's like artists that you never really heard before.
Yeah.
At least I haven't. I thought it was really cool.
Hell yeah.
This is volume 1. I forget what year this is. 1978.
Hell yeah. Hey, Steve, take over for a minute. I got to be right back.
I got nothing.
No, you're going to have to.
Where you going?
Step over and tell them something about it.
Come here, Jay.
All right, I'm leaving.
God damn it. Jay's leaving.
I'm leaving.
Fuck it.
We won't talk about something. Let's talk about something. It's making noises.
I gotta turn that sound
I was
off.
told to come in here and talk. Play us a song, Steve.
So this is an electric 12 string that belongs to a friend of mine that I'm playing, but
That's kind of gnarly sounding. You sound like Richie Sambora when you play that thing. You know any Cinderella?
Jay,
Good, Steve.
what's
Good.
tell us a little bit about the song you've been working on.
I can't talk about that, Steve.
Jay's
It's
working on a song like an
it's,
epic like
score. It's a score.
like a 20-30 minute score.
Song. Yeah, song.
Do you have a theme to it?
No. It's up and down.
What I heard,
like life.
I liked a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of some funk stuff with some Pink Floyd mixed in sounding stuff. So it's in the experimental phases right now. So look for that in about probably about 2 years. It'll be coming out. We'll put it on cassette and put it on CD, and we'll distribute it under my own record label.
Your own record label?
Yeah. Sounds good. So this gig tomorrow night, Steve, is Battle of the Bands.
It's kind of a battle, which I've never been a fan of at all.
No, because I've been to many Battle of the Bands where the best band never won. It was just what was trendy, at the time, Is that kind of out of tune?
Well, it's a 12 string. It's hard to keep them all in tune.
I did want to say, actually, I just saw a few minutes ago, Ace Frehley is putting out a run of cassettes now.
Run of cassettes.
Yes, he's doing a 5 cassette box set.
5 CD? What?
Cassettes.
5 cassettes.
Box set, yeah.
Of what? His early stuff?
No, it's more modern stuff.
What's your favorite Ace Frehley album?
59, the first one from 78.
Is that the one that's got New York Groove on it?
It's one that sounds like the Kiss record they never did, is what some people call it. Yeah.
He's always been my favorite Kiss.
He's good. So what do you want to talk about, Steve? You want to talk about something?
What do I want to talk about?
Do you want to hear a story? What happened to me this week about the job?
Sure.
Okay, so I applied for this job, just kind of because I want something to start doing again,
Yeah.
I want to get back out in the workforce,
Okay.
I think. I want to get off my tail.
Crypto's like not giving you all the rewards
Well,
in
no,
life.
I just get tired of sitting around my house all the time.
Okay.
So I applied for a job that's right up my alley. It's
Yeah.
working for a wine distributor in Winston-Salem.
Okay.
Legit job.
Yeah.
And so I sent in my resume, and I'm like perfect for this job. It's not an early morning hours job. It's like a
Right.
8 to 5 kind of deal. And I sent in my resume, and I'm not real good about checking my email, just so you guys know. And they sent me an email back on Monday morning, apparently. I applied like Saturday or Sunday last weekend. And it said, can we meet tomorrow at noon? And I got the message on Tuesday night. I got the message. So I was supposed to meet them that day. And I emailed the woman back and said that it went to my spam folder. I didn't see this, which it really didn't, but hopefully they're not watching right now.
Probably not.
And so I said, I'm really sorry. I can meet you anytime, though, this week. Anytime tomorrow or after this week. And so I got it the next day, and I didn't check my email again on Wednesday. And so she emailed me back on Wednesday, and I saw yesterday where they wanted me to come in and interview again, and I never made it, so...
That sign about washing your hands, that's just for employees,
By the way, is it Gwar or Gwar?
Jay?
Because last time I checked, we didn't go to war with Iraq, did we?
Steve's playing guitar. We got to get out of here.
I was doing my Gwar material. About the war, you know? The war?
Alright. See, I thought my neighbors had left me a my neighbors left me a package in the mailbox of some uncured pepperoni. But turns out I think some of the neighborhood kids was having a good time with me. All right.
All right. Did you spray?
Compared to what?
Thank you. Oh, thanks for that.
All right. Hey, who wants some marbles? I probably need a shot. Probably don't need. Let me go to a little game capture. Boom. We'll do a little marbles. Hello. Oh. Marbles still up. What's going on here? Why is this being weird? Oh, it chose the wrong thing. That's why. Oh, bubble guts. All right, folks. Exclamation point. Vote, then the number of the track you want. See what trips your fancy. We could have just let this run the whole time. Let everybody vote for 15 minutes. Oh my god.
What's wrong with you?
Oh. Uncured pepperoni. I mean, when they say uncured, they mean unfucking cured, man. I think it means unwashed. Exclamation point, vote, then the number of the track you want. The problem is I also ate a bunch of cheese for lunch.
Well, cheese will block you up.
That's what I'm saying. So I got like problems, but I got cheese kind of deterring the problem, deterring me getting rid of the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So like, it's a twofold problem. Twofold. We'll let this go for just a second. We'll get the real camera in here. Somewhere. I don't know what this is. Hello. Never mind. We'll just leave it on the two shot. We'll let you be in here for this one, Steve. You don't eat mailbox meat as a rule? I mean, typically, I'm not a big mailbox meat guy, but this looks so damn good. Let's see what we got. A bunch of twos. Bunch of twos. So I guess the deuce is loose. I wish the deuce was a bit looser, honestly. A leap to remember.
It's got a lot of 24s. House of Pain.
We got everything's twos.
Haven't we played that a lot?
I'm going a leap to remember. Number 13. Lucky number 13. And I don't want to argue about nothing. Oh, we never played this one. Get some haggis? I'd fuck up some haggis. Absolutely. Alright. Exclamation point, play. Exclamation point, play. and you're in here. A reminder, if you're on Twitch, your name will show up on the screen. If you're on YouTube, it'll just show up as Restream Bot. So we have to use the honor system here. But this is a good point to remember that if you're not following us on Twitch, that's where we play all the music albums that you saw for what we played and stuff. YouTube's kind of a hand job about shit like that. So drop over to Twitch and drop us a follow. And when we go live over there, come hang out with us and talk about music while we're playing the records and shit. Like that's we love the show. The show's the meat and potatoes of everything. But like a lot of good shit goes on over on Twitch, man, for sure. So Liver Lobes, what's going on, baby? Woo-wee! Old school shit. Give you guys just a couple of seconds to get in here. Hey, man. Long time, brother. Meat and potato and booze. Yeah, see, that's my problem. It's all meat, potatoes, and booze. I need to mix in a couple of vegetables and... That was my dad's noise. Did your dad ever use this noise, Steve?
No.
That was my dad's noise for get the fuck out of my chair. Even Ryan knows that. Cameraman. He would just walk up to you. And I do that to the dog. The dog knows exactly what that means. If I just go, the dog gets out of the chair. He would point and go. Actually, I saw him do in traffic one time. It's like a four-way stop and kind of pulled up at the same time. And my dad pointed at the other. Whoa! Liver Loads with the Submarino. Thank you, Duder. Hell yeah. He pointed to the guy in the intersection and goes, no, he goes, no, you. And actually, Cameron was in the car with me, and we both died laughing.
You.
No, you. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. All right, let's get this bitch going. Woo! I'm feeling all right now, Steve.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I mean, you know, compared to what, I'm not real sure, but we'll be all right. I like the colors of this. I like a blue and a pink together.
Yeah.
Whoa. A lot of balls jockeying for position. Reminds me of my early Cub Scout meetings.
Who's down there? Who just dropped just now?
Who's that?
There's two.
Whoa.
Neck to neck.
Looks like boobs. Nebulous Prowler. Of course he is, because he's the fucking goat. Round the horn they go. This is a good track. I like this track. Oh no.
I'm getting dizzy.
Oh no. Oh, Lim.
Sorry to hear about that, Nebulous.
Lim making a strong showing tonight. I like it. I like to see it.
Zep Pearl.
Oh, Zep Pearl made the jump already. I'm trying to zoom out. He's going down the tube.
Tube of loneliness.
The tube's making me want to go back to the bathroom.
Oh, he's been passed.
Has he?
Yep.
The Zonk Man? Oh, look at there! Eric Bauer. Power moves to shower moves, as the boss man would say.
What does that mean?
I don't want to get into that right now. We're playing hip-hop tonight. I kind of want to hear some hip-hop tonight. There's the Zonk Man, though. Hey, a stalwart. In the marble game, Zonk Man.
Look at him taking. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. He's been here before.
Oh, but
whoa! Oh, see, Bluffhead, HP baby, represent.
Nope.
Local cat. I know he's not in first. I just want to tell him he's from big. Oh, Zonk Man just like straight up committed.
Look at that! Whoa!
Zonk Man committed suicide right at the end. Fuck, man, it'll get better, brother. We promise, it'll get better. Actually, we're joking. It really doesn't get any better.
It doesn't get better. That was a good time to end.
In the words of Doug Stanhope, if you're halfway through the movie and it sucks, it's probably not getting any better. Or in his other words about suicide, you know, life's like animal porn. It's not for everybody. Look at that.
Not for everybody.
Now, fuck, man. See if he'd have just won last week. Who won last week? If he'd have won last week, he could have just reached right into Steve's sack. Now you got to ship to Seattle.
Could have put it on the truck.
Put it on the truck. No. There ain't really nothing in Steve's sack at this point. Because he's an older gentleman. Shooting blanks. Let's do another shot. I'm going to flip this desk over. Now I'm feeling good.
Are you?
Look at there. That's what happens, folks. You show up, you make a little trip, you carve your vacation around Grown Man Record Night, you fly in. Next week, you win fucking marble games. Or at least that's what champions do, at least. Congratulations to Eric Bauer. Whew. Y'all do a shot with me. Don't make me drink alone. Don't make me drink alone. My sister's afraid to go to sleep.
What?
Huh? All right.
Ah.
Oh. These incest jokes do anything for anybody? Oh. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
I might want a little more of it, Steve. All right. Set. Blue 32. Set. Dig of the week
Oh,
time.
Lord.
Tommy's Vinyl Knot. What's going on, brother? Whew. Oh, my God. Merv. Said he'd be back. 16-pack of Steakums ready for the griddle. This dude right here.
Steakums, baby.
I'm telling you.
I love me some. That's my college go-to.
Have I told the Steakum story before?
I don't think so.
I probably have, but I'll tell it again. The last time I had Steakums, I realized I had a box of them in the freezer, right? And went in and checked the date on them. This was just a couple of years ago. The expiration date was 2010. And, of course, I fried them up and ate them. But I tweeted, hey, I'm about to... No, it was like 2008. 2008. Because the tweet was... I just found some Steakums in the freezer. I'm about to that went out of date during the first Obama administration, and I'm getting ready to eat them. This tweet is essentially a paper trail for the paramedics, but it didn't mess me up because they were, they're Steakums. Ain't not going wrong with Steakums. Boom. Dig of the week, Steve. What you got for dig of the week?
I've got some true Goodwill digs.
Oh, well, okay.
I think I'm trying to remember where I got some of these. I don't remember.
How many total do you think you got?
I can tell you exactly how many I got.
Okay.
I got 5, but they're all just whatever's.
Gotcha. Well, let me start with a little something. I'll do 3 right off the rip that are kind of. I got one that's not even a record, which
Not even a record.
It ain't even a record, which leads me to a point. Now that we've been in the game for a while, and you guys too, most of you guys have been collecting records and shit for a while, so a lot of you have different mentalities of stuff that you own on CD, good copies on CD. And it's a record you like. Do you go after that same exact record on vinyl?
Sometimes.
So what triggers you to do that?
I mean,
for me or for us, it may be kind of weird because there is sometimes that I love an album so much that I want to share it with everybody.
that's exactly the thing, though.
I want to play it on the show.
I want to play it on the show, and it's like not many people have that same drive because they don't have the show that they're performing at or whatever. Not that I'm performing.
And it's different because I know there are people in the VC, and I like to call these people hand jobs, that buy the newest, latest, and greatest whatever, just so they can show it in a VC video and brag about it and say, look at what I got. Whether you are like over the moon about the record or not.
I just want to play it.
I want to share it. It's not that I want to play it, because I can play a CD, but I want to be able to share it with our community, that we, I don't take this community shit fucking lightly. Spent a lot of years building up this core group of motherfuckers that are incredibly awesome. And if I know an album that I think, if I got a CD that I think Vance is going to love the shit out of, I want to be able to pick that up on wax and play it on the show.
Right.
That's kind of an example. But it's something that, if I have a nice CD, it does take me early on. I'm like, I got it on CD, but it's not on vinyl, and I would immediately have to have it on vinyl rather than CD. I'm not like that anymore, necessarily. Like as a collector. Now, as the show goes, a little different. But anyway, as I'm waiting for Metal Theologian and Eric Bauer to finish up, as we're digging at King Records, I went over to the King Records has a very modest little CD section, and I'm always leery of CD sections in record stores. And matter of fact, I literally never look. I look at tapes, and I look at like 45s and 7 inches and shit like that, but I never look at CDs, because I imagine that they're going to be or priced appropriately to where I don't want to buy them.
Right.
So I buy CDs from Goodwill, and I found, like, in the past year, a stack of like Grateful Dead bootlegs and like Iron Maiden CDs and Kiss CDs and Kiss and Iron Maiden shit that I don't own on vinyl. That's killer. Dream Theater, I picked some of that up, like Dinosaur Jr. that I didn't have. That's awesome. But I never think to look in record stores, because I think it's not going to be $1.50. It's going to be fucking $5. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really into that. Anyway, point being, as I look over there, I find this Luscious Jackson CD, and I'm a big Luscious Jackson guy. I love Luscious Jackson. And here's one I didn't own on any format, ironically enough, Steve. It's called Fever In, Fever Out.
Uh-huh.
And look, 99 cents. He's fucking cheaper than Goodwill on his CDs. This is on Grand Royal, which is the Beastie Boys label. I've got several Luscious Jackson shits, but I just happened to look down, and there was some stuff in there that I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. But like, for 99 cents, this is all day long. I don't know. I'll pick up some CDs. It's funny, because early on in the collecting, if you said like, oh, I bought this CD, I was like, oh, fucking stupid, man. It's all about vinyl, bruh. But it's not like that. It's really not like that. Anyway, and this, after I paid for my record albums, I did go to the front of the store, and I loved it. This still tickles that like early collector in me. There's a box at the front of the store. 3 records. Take them with you. So I picked up 3 records for free from Jerry at King Records. And God bless King Records. Fantastic store. I would have... this is something I've been looking for in general, and I would have got it just for the cover alone. I know the record's kind of beat, but those of you that know me know I'm a huge fan. Sesame Street Fever.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for this for a while. I'm a big Jim Henson fan, and specifically Sesame Street. Sesame Street is I credit for me as being as smart as I am. I locked on to Sesame Street when I was a little kid, and the things it taught me, I still hearken back to this day. I own a lot of the Sesame Street seasons on DVD, and sometimes I do edibles and watch them, because you know what? I'm a fucking American and I can do that. But, I mean, this record, it's not in the best shape, but if nothing else, I would love to just have this This cover. I'd frame that shit, put it up on my wall, and fight anybody that walked in and said shit about it. It's just fantastic. Grover. Here. Jim Henson is literally... Where'd Steve go? Steve, are you okay? Steve, are you okay? Oh. But,
I'm good.
But no, I literally like... Jim Henson's a big part of my life. Probably more than most people would realize. And as the Christmas season is upon us, Steve.
How is it?
It's coming up.
Yeah.
We're going to do that big charity thing again.
Are we?
Going to raise a bunch of money for the kids. So you guys start putting your piggy bank to the side, saving your change, putting in the piggy bank. We're going to save some money, get some money to some kids. You guys like kids? We're going to do something good for them coming up. But this was in the free bin up there. I'd never seen this before. Look at this bitch. Merle Haggard's Christmas present. Look at that original sticker on there from Records.
Girls.
It just says Records.
Those kids in his family, he don't even know them.
Well, it's funny because in typical oh, it's got a little coloring book on the back too. In typical Merle Haggard fashion, man. And I love Merle. But let's take a listen to side 2 is like Christmas classics. White Christmas, Silver Bells, Winter Wonderland, Silent Night, Jingle Bells. And I'm really excited to hear Merle Haggard's versions of those. Because I love Merle Haggard. Side 1. I think I need a ball cap for this, Steve. Side 1 seems to be originals here. Side 1. If we make it through December. Santa Claus and popcorn. Bobby wants a puppet dog for Christmas. Daddy won't be home for Christmas again.
Yeah.
Grandma's Christmas card.
Nice.
So I look forward to playing this for the Christmas special coming up.
I prefer side 1.
And this was free, man. It was absolutely free. Yeah, side 1 is going to be... Oh, yeah. It's going to be Downer City.
Santa Claus and popcorn.
I can't wait for it. I got one more for the free section.
Really?
Yeah. And again,
that Saturday Night Fever or that Muppet Fever wasn't free, was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it's beat up, but like I said, I'll frame that cover. I don't give a fuck. Best of Merle Haggard.
I have that record.
You got that? Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
It's an early Best of Merle.
Yeah.
Really early. I mean, look at Merle. He's a young man right here.
Clean shaven man.
Clean shaven man.
Just out of prison.
Woo! On the back.
He's done his time.
He's done his time. I'm a lonesome fugitive. I threw away the rose, swinging doors, house of memories, shade tree, in parentheses, fix it man. That sounds like somebody fucked his wife or something. Sing me back home, branded man, high on the hilltop. There's the song for me, baby. The bottle let me down.
That's a good one.
Bullshit.
The bottle let me down.
But yeah, freebie. Not in the best shape. All right, you do something, Steve.
All right.
I got 3 left and they're bangers.
All right, mine are not bangers. So these are all like Goodwill or a thrift. Actually, I hit Mega Thrift recently over on Peters Creek.
You found shit there?
I found shit there. I never find shit there. Anyway, I got this Daz Band joystick.
Oh wow, never seen this one.
It's a later Daz Band album.
I love Daz Band. Joystick. It's
okay.
Why do you call it joystick? And it's obviously a chick. But you don't do anything more seductive than that? I mean, you could have went really seductive with joystick.
They're like, hey, video games are real popular.
Oh, look at Keytard right here. Whoa! Oh, look at that guy Merv coming in with a Submarino. Thank you, Merv. Look at that dude.
All right.
Oh, it's not a keytar.
That's
It's
Steve
just,
Cox.
oh, it's Steve's Cox, all right.
Let's reason Steve's Cox tonight.
Hey, look, there's a song. There's a song on this album called "Laughing at You." Someone else's joystick, exactly.
So these others are older gentlemen. This is a compilation from, I think it's from '86.
Okay.
It's a MCA compilation called Vintage Music Collector Series. This is volume 2. Got
I like that back cover.
Clarence Frogman Henry, Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly, Lloyd Rice, Flamingos, Danny and the Juniors, Del Vikings, Bobby Helms, The Moonglows, and I don't know who the fuck I can't read that. But
Oh, those were gifties from Nebulous Prowler. Thank you, Prowler. I appreciate
a cool compilation.
I don't see that on my rundown here. It's
And I think when I saw Buddy Holly, I was like, yeah, Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly, that's
dude.
worth picking up.
I think for as well known as Buddy Holly is, still think he's one of the most underrated.
Well,
I love it.
I got this really cool Harry James, the trumpet player. This is called Harry James Trumpet Rhapsody, Other Great Instrumentals.
Butt trumpet.
It's a Columbia Harmony record from 1959, I believe.
Oh, 59?
Yeah.
2 eyes, 6 eyes? Oh.
On Harmony.
Harmony.
Like
I thought
said,
that
it's
Columbia.
like
Harmony Columbia.
Yeah, it's like a subdivision.
Subsidiary. I like Harry James. I got some Harry James shit.
Yeah.
I get down with Harry James.
I've recently
Is it John Coltrane?
I think I showed either last week or the week before. I showed a compilation of like big band stuff, and Harry James was one of those.
Yeah.
That was on there. Here's another one from that era. Tommy Dorsey on trombone. This is presenting Tommy Dorsey and his original orchestra on Premier Records. Another weird label, Premier. I've heard Premier drums, but
yeah. You were starving for records, wasn't you?
I was just, whatever.
I like it. Don't get me wrong.
No, I don't mind like running off into some big band if I need to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pass up something like that.
It's funny because
if it's in good shape.
I stopped doing that.
These are all in pretty good shape.
I stopped doing that, but also I really missed picking stuff like that up.
Yeah, and so
because there was good music that I was missing.
But when I come across something like this, I'm like, I'm not going to pass this up. This is another Lionel Hampton.
I've never seen
I've
this.
got a ton of Lionel Hampton.
Me too.
This is Jiving the Jives on RCA Camden. Forget what year.
That's got to be early.
It's probably like 50.
That's 50. Yeah, I was going to say 58, 59.
Yeah.
Purple and blue, like RCA. I don't. What's this RCA Camden shit?
Another RCA label.
What's the Camden?
Don't worry about it.
I'm a little concerned of it. Let's get some Dookie on the back.
Jiving the.
There's some Dookie on that.
Okay.
I put my hand on that from coming back from the bathroom.
COVID. Those are my digs.
The Chuck Berry on Brown Note Records. So while we were digging in King Records, I was kind of floating around the business. Had something in my hand, and I can't remember. You know what? Like Cliff, like that's kind of the thing. Early on, if it was like it was just jazz in general, I was so quick to pick it up, which included a lot of big band stuff. and a lot of Dixieland stuff. And
Yeah.
as I got more like a more sophisticated, refined, like jazz understanding, I kind of neglected a lot of that stuff. Then, like later on, realized that like some of that stuff is really good music. You know, it's not Coltrane, it's not Miles Davis, it's not Ornette Coleman, but it's got its own vibe. You know what I mean? And you know, it's not a genre that I collect the fuck out of, but it's like it is something that's enjoyable at certain times, and it's certainly not a genre that should be neglected just because it's like older jazz and like whatever.
No, hell no.
Especially when you find a record from the 50s, it's floating around in the thrift store. You're a record guy, you're a record collector. Save that shit, man. They're going to throw this shit in a fucking dumpster. You're a record guy, save it. Don't be an asshole. If it's $1, save it. Somebody that's a new collector that likes jazz, save it. Don't let it get lost, man.
You have a job to do.
Yeah, it's your responsibility. But like, yeah, it's weird because I've kind of circled back, and like early on, I was like, anything that like remotely looked like jazz, I would buy. But the collection was small. I didn't have to worry about space and whatever. Anyway, as we were digging through King Records, Metal Theologian said, and this is a record I would have never picked up or gave two shits about before. He was like, you don't have much of like early metal stuff. It's a record over here you should probably pick up. I'm like, okay, bet.
Okay.
Called More, a band called More, which is a fucking terrible band name, by the way. Which is the name and the cover completely turned me off of the band. More. But the name of the band's Warhead. This is a new wave of British heavy metal band. This is from 1981? Yeah, 1981 on Atlantic. They only had a couple of records that came out. It looks like s'mores. It does kind of look like s'mores. But I would have passed over this in a heartbeat. And it's pretty good, like early metal stuff, man. I hadn't played it on the show yet. But really look forward to busting this out. I did stream a little bit of it to be like, okay, I kind of took Metal Theologian's word for it. Am I going to regret that or what? But no, this is some good stuff.
Is it warped?
No.
Okay.
Warped? Oh, because of the Dead End record? Huh? Aaron? That's my mad face. Hold on.
Okay.
I try to call this my jut jaw. Down here in the South, we got what you call a jut jaw.
You got that potted meat. I like some more of
Jut
that
jaw.
potted meat.
Hey, Randy told us we didn't have to be over at the job site about 9:30 tomorrow. They said the Browns were playing on Thursday Night Football. Don't even bother coming in early unless you want to come in early and get you a biscuit. Anyway, more
or less.
I would have never picked that up. That's why you keep mugs like Aaron around. He'll keep you hit the skip on some shit you missed. Here's something I 100% knew about, and I knew came out on vinyl, but you all right? Okay. A fucking amphibian and shit. I would have never went after this for like a bunch of money, but this was actually used at a reasonable price. It's a RSD thing, but I know this record a whole bunch. I got some stuff to say about some stuff I found out about it. The Beastie Boys, Some Old Bullshit. I've had this on CD for like 20, 30 years now. Whenever it came out, I had it. Like 94, I think it came out. Some Old Bullshit is their attempt at like roping in a lot of that early punk stuff that the Beastie Boys did, which my first band, which Jay and Carl the Envelope were both in, we played Egg Raid on Mojo. Let me find this shit. Some of this stuff kind of blew my mind.
I am familiar with Cookie Puss.
Well, that's what I was going to say. This compiles several of their early EPs, which is all that punk shit, and it kind of goes into... And it's got stuff from Noise the Show, which has that DJ, which I never remember his name. Tim Summer. It's the DJ. Like a New York City hardcore guy. So it's got that early New York City hardcore stuff. But it also has the stuff from Cookie Puss as the single. And that's their first real like hip hop recording.
Yeah.
They started fucking around with turntables and samples and just like doing hip hop stuff. It's also the first release featuring Adam Horovitz. But the funny thing is, this is something which I always remember from our buddy Dave, cameraman, one of me and Cameron's best friends, Dave. Got a sample from Steve Martin's My Real Name from Wild and Crazy Guy. But they kind of slow the record down. He goes, yo. Yeah, anyway. It's got all the stuff from Pollywog Stew on it. And a bunch of prank calls and stuff, which they made to an actual Carvel store. Because the song's called Cookie Puss. And if you know, that's one of the Carvel ice cream cakes.
Yeah.
Cookie Puss. And they made a bunch of prank calls to the Carvel store.
Right.
But here's the cool thing that I didn't know about this. Most of that stuff I knew. The airline British Airways used a portion of Beastie Revolution without permission.
Oh.
In one of their television ads, the Beastie Boys contracted a lawyer and successfully sued them for $40,000.
Really?
The money was then used to rent an apartment on 59 Christie Street in Chinatown. The apartment was not only used as a place to live, but also a place the group used to rehearse and record. The group later thanked Jeremy Healy, who's the guy that chose the track for British Airways, as he unwittingly kickstarted their career by giving them this $40,000 bankroll from this lawsuit.
Wow.
So they used this to like set up an apartment as a place to record, hang out, chill, write music, record music, whatever. Then they kind of kicked it off on Paul's Boutique, which you have, right?
Yeah.
With a song called 59 Christie Street is the track. But it's all about that spot that they had. That the only reason they had it was because they sued British Airways. That's something I didn't know.
That's cool.
But I've had this record, I've had this album for a long time on CD, and really excited to own it on vinyl for the first time. That's really cool. And a record. Whoa, get out of here!
Huh?
Boom. A record I've really been on the lookout for a long time. I passed on it one time. And you guys know I've kind of been in this vein for a little bit. But I was really stoked to actually pick up an actual version of this. The Cramps. Bad music for bad people. The quintessential Cramps record, in my opinion. Look at that. That cover is that's one of the best covers, man. Absolutely. It's actually a compilation. Previously released material. It was released in 84 on IRS, but a lot of people saw it as kind of a skeezy thing they did, because it had like watered down versions of shit and blah 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 blah. But people said, despite the like sketchiness of how they released this is kind of the Cramps album to have.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of actually.
I love the back. You see the back?
Oh yes, hold that.
That's really cool. Yeah.
I passed once on this at Soul Relief at Harley's joint in Greensboro. I wish I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
Garbage Man, New Kind of Kick, Love Me, I Can Hardly Stand It, She Said, Goo Goo Muck, Save It, Human Fly. Whew. which is the jam. Drug Train, TV Set, and Uranium Rock. Hell yeah. I've been looking for this for a long time without like paying ridiculous amounts of money, man. Essential Cramps, yeah. Eric, that's exactly right, man. Really excited for that. And I was excited that I picked up several things that I was either like had been looking for or was excited about while Metal Theologian and Eric were like in town and we're up there together, and it was like a fucking, it just felt right, you know what I mean? It was good times. If you only buy one Cramps record, that's the one.
Really?
That's what Eric says. Yep. That's what I've always heard. But at one time, I don't know why I poo-pooed it. He was like, it's a reissue. You can find this around. And then I'm like, yeah, guess what? You fucking can't. It's one of those like, me and one of my biggest laments is the Minutemen, double nickels on the dime, man. Reissue, $25. I'll pass on this because he's got some good new used jazz stuff in. Man, I can pick a reissue up anytime. Point of the story is, if you want something, whether it's a reissue or not,
put it on the truck.
Put it on the truck. Hang on, I have to do this if I say put on. Put it on the truck. Do it now. Put it away. Be done with it. Because even though it's a reissue, shit may not be here in a year. Because somebody wants to send me a link for somewhere I can buy double nickels on the dime for less than $70. I'd love to do it. How about Fear the Record? Love to buy that. Actually, I found an unofficial release, which I'm going to buy. But like, it was a reissue. Yeah. Passed on it forever. Now it's gone. Can't find it. Everything's $70, $80. Fuck off. Anyway. Boom. Good dig of the week. I'm real happy with it.
Okay.
I'm real content about it, Steve.
All right, then.
We'll take us a quick commercial break. Come back with Soda Sping Chips. I brought a soda, but you said you got something we hadn't done at all. 100%.
I've been working on toilets.
Well, I wouldn't work on my toilet right now.
Oh.
What are you talking about toilets? We'll take us a quick break. We'll come back with Soda Sping Chip Chat. What are we going to do for Chip Chat? You said you brought something for that too.
I brought Sweet Tea gave us some chips a long time ago.
Okay.
I brought one of her bags.
Fair enough. All right. Everybody stay tuned. We'll be back in just a couple of shakes of a lamb's tail.
Shake of a penis shake.
Magazines, you've read it in the newspapers. In fact, perhaps you've even seen the owner's picture. Ralph Williams, the owner of Bayshore Chrysler Plymouth, 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. You notice the big bald-headed son of a bitch? The man that came to San Francisco to offer them more for the dollar they spend. The man that came to San Francisco to rape each and every citizen in the whole San Francisco Bay Area. You don't believe it? Listen to me. I don't lie. Take a fucking car like this. A 1966 Ford, a Country Squire 9-passenger station wagon. Don't worry about the equipment. Imagine all the fun you can have in the back. And while you're doing it, imagine all the money that bald-headed prick Ralph Williams is going to be making on the car he's trying to fuck you out of. Yes, the man that'll take every dime out of the San Francisco Bay Area and spend it on prostitutes, booze, and, of course, crap tables in the city of Las Vegas. I'm sure you've heard about it. So remember this. If you'd like to get fucked and hooked real hard before you buy a car, come down here. Let Ralph Williams do it. Why not? Why not somebody else? Remember, our address is 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. But if you come from Marin County, East Bay Area, or San Jose, your money spends just as well as anybody else's. And when this bald-headed son of a bitch gets hold of you, you will spend money. Talking about payments, 5 years payments of $100 a month. You can't get even. So shop before you buy. Bayshore Chrysler Plymouth.
A tape of this quality deserves to be played in the most sophisticated of systems. Because Sony Premium Tape has more music where other tapes have distortion and hiss. Sony Audio Tape. It's the closest you can get to music.
Hi, I'm Mark Cannon, warming up with my little buddy Arlo Lassen for Celebrity Bowl 86 to benefit muscular dystrophy. Hey, Arlo, you want to play catch?
Ready, Mark.
Teams from WFMY, the Greensboro JCs, KISS FM, and the Burlington Fire Department will play. Any four-person team from a business, league, or general public can participate. Sign up today at Brunswick Friendly Lanes or call MDA and join us Saturday, August 2nd for Celebrity Bowl.
Is talking on the phone getting out of hand? Look out! You need phone relief, the amazing new hands-free phone sensation that's sweeping the nation. Is that phone in the neck giving you a giant pain in the neck? Then you need phone relief. Watch. Simply attach the special double back fastener to any phone. Then attach the phone relief headset. It's that easy. Hands-free, pain-free, there's never been anything like it. It fits so securely to your phone, your hands are free to do virtually anything. Yet the padded headset removes this easily, and it's fully adjustable. It works on any phone, even remotes. You can use it anywhere, anytime, indoors or outdoors. It's absolutely phone-nominal. Interrupted again, your work will never get done. But with phone relief, you'll be amazed at how much more you can get done in a day. Look, office work is a juggling act for poor Mr. Fumble, but you won't miss a beat with your hands-free headset. A must for the entire office. Work will go quicker and easier with phone relief. Look, this hands-free earphone costs almost $200, and you have to stick it in your ear. But Phone Relief works with your favorite phone. You won't believe you ever lived without it. It's the ultimate in hands-free phone design. The amazing breakthrough product you'll use every day. Now only $12.95. But we urge you to call now. Due to the incredible demand, our operators are giving away additional units at tremendous discounts on all of today's orders. Look again at how easy it is to go hands-free with the amazing Phone Relief. An outstanding value at just $12.95. Does it make any sense to talk like this when finally there's an easy way to go hands-free with Phone Relief? Call toll-free to order by credit card and make this your last phone in the neck call.
Credit card users call toll-free 1-800-257-1234. Sorry, no CODs. Call 1-800-257-1234. Or send check or money order for just $12.95 plus $3.50 shipping and handling to Phone Relief, P.O. Box 2889, Atlanta, Georgia 30301. Credit card users call now. 1-800-257-1234.
So I've been making a lot of calls lately,
Yeah.
and I've been trying
You
to
got family out of
connect with
town.
folks. A lot of family out of town.
Multiple states, like you kind of spread around.
I've always used AT&T.
AT&T.
Yeah, AT&T.
Oh, dude. Look, let me introduce you to something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever, there's this company called MCI. Now, MCI is going to lower your long distance bill, like tenfold.
Really?
Especially, there's an introductory offer I can offer you for MCI. If you get rid of the AT&T stuff, kind of abandon ship, and switch over to MCI, it'll lower your long distance phone bill at least 30%.
Really?
We'll talk about it after.
Oh, we're back.
Hey, everybody. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us, spending a little time on your Friday night, your little weekend, a little pivot point of your weekend. Up, up, boop. Pivot. What's that? I did that. I mean something. Like a cobra. Yeah. Had a good night tonight. Okay. Aside from, there was some toilet business, but.
What was that all about?
Uncured pepperoni. But,
That's all it was. Uncured pepperoni.
I could hear myself doing the cobra in the other room. It just made me laugh. Anyway, so to finish up the evening, we got a little soda speaking chip chat.
Yep.
Tonight.
Yep. It's a funny thing. I just realized this. They both come from the same place.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. These are both sweet tea things?
Nope.
No. Okay. All right, so let's get in a little so to speak. What are we talking about so to speak?
So recently I went into Trader Joe's with my lovely wife, and just she wanted to pick up something. I forgot what it was, but I was like, let me check their sodas, because they don't have a whole lot of sodas. But I did come across these little cans, and I got another one too. But
they are little cans.
I got two, one for you, one for me.
Oh, neat!
Look at that.
COVID.
Let's not share germs.
Oh wow.
So this is a Trader Joe's.
You guys have Trader Joe's where you're at?
You can take your tight shot. Lemon elderflower soda. Sparkling beverage flavored with lemon juice and elderflower essence. Only 70 calories.
Lemon elder. What does elderflower taste like?
Small can. We're going to find out, aren't we?
I think I've had elderflower and some other shit before.
Oh, good choice. You made a good choice there. I really think you made a good choice there tonight. You know,
Okay.
you ever go through Trader Joe's?
No.
Well, if you do,
I got a ghetto.
they
food
make it a
line,
point. I think they were trained to do this, to find something in your stock of things you're buying and point out what a great purchase you made.
Yeah.
So here's their Trader Joe's lemon elderflower soda. Cheers. Might make a good mixer.
I don't need no stinking mixer. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It's tart.
Very tart.
But I like that.
Some vodka would be good.
Okay.
What kind of vodka is that again?
Pineapple.
That'd be good with this. Here. No, I don't say drink the vodka. I'm just saying, here.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
No. Here, I'm pouring that back into my can. Here.
Can you take that one too? Yeah, that's good.
The vodka's on top, by the way.
Did you put that in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's like we're playing all death metal the rest of the night and
what
wrestling.
this will be like. This will be interesting. Elderflower lemon with pineapple vodka.
Okay.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah. Anything tart like this with vodka just cuts down. I mean, this is good tasting vodka anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Very
So
good.
yeah, that was a good soda.
Yeah. Really is. Dude, 70 calories. And it's not like
Small can though. It's only like
small can. 70 calories, 17 grams of carbs.
8.4 ounces.
You know. I mean, I'm curious, like, how many of you folks out there, like, I think, Steve, you and I are pretty much, except for doing the show, we're straight up diet guys, right?
Yep, yep.
Diet Coke, Diet Mountain Dew.
Unsweet tea.
Unsweet tea. Till we're doing the show. How many of you guys out there, like, you drinking your sugary sodas? You drink them all the time. That's your daily driver. Your daily driver is a fucking Dr. Pepper.
Or a Pepsi.
Or a Pepsi or whatever. I'm curious, because I've not done that in...
People must be drinking it because it's still on the shelves pretty heavily.
Literally not done that in decades. The only, like, full sugar sodas is what we do here on the show, for me. Probably you too.
Oh, yeah.
But I wonder who still does that. 2 a.m. out there in New Champions, you're still going. Jesus Christ, we'll be going for 3 hours more. Gee, we're just getting started. Look, man, we're sitting at the tippy top of the mountain, but we're only halfway up.
What?
Think about it. But yeah, this is a great mixer, great soda, real light, crisp, nice for the summertime.
Very tart though.
Good stuff. Now for Chip Chat, Steve, you said you brought some stuff.
Now,
in.
yeah,
you brought it in.
So Sweet Tea gifted us a bunch of bags. She went to Trader Joe's again. That's what the commonality tonight is. Trader Joe's. This is another Trader Joe's product, but I've had this hanging on my chip line for quite a while.
Okay.
In fact, it says Best by August 2021. So yeah, so we're a little behind on this, but
story of my life.
I know for a fact, because I work for Frito-Lay, I would keep stales in my cabinet. I had a full line of products.
Oh yeah.
These are going to be fine. This is their naturally crispy and certified awesome Carolina kettle.
Oh.
Kettle cooked potato chips, sea salt. So it's just basically a salty.
That's a Cape Hatteras Lighthouse right there.
It's a kettle chip salt. You know, nothing, no flavor other than salt, I guess.
From Trader Joe's?
Yep.
Huh. They have no Carolina connection, right?
No, not really.
I wonder, do they do this in other markets where they target specifically, or is this just something they're...
That's a good question. I cannot answer that.
Look, it says Outer Banks sea salt.
You think if we called them, they would tell us? Is this a targeted product?
I want to know. Let's see what it says on the back.
Are you calling about pumpkin spice?
By purchasing this bag, you have donated 10 cents to your local food bank. Oh, fuck them. You work for a living, you ain't got to worry about a food bank. In 2015, 1 in 6 people in America did not know where their next meal... Oh, yeah. You know who doesn't need to know?
Hello.
Work for a living. A salty mist off the Atlantic Ocean greets you at your first taste of these tantalizing chips.
That's where you were fishing.
I was just the fishing stream I did a couple weeks ago. Outer Banks, right here. And I may be going surf fishing next weekend. We may not do a show. I don't know.
Okay.
You want to go?
I might.
All right.
You need me to drive?
Maybe. Our Outer Banks kettle chips are lightly sprinkled with natural sea salt. Memories of trips to the shore will flood your senses.
Okay.
It's a little thick. Gotta be NC. It's got the NC seal on it.
That's
seal.
That makes it official.
On a phone number. Out of Raleigh. 1 in 6 snacks in Raleigh.
Really?
Oh, there's a phone number. But it's a Raleigh phone number. I'll let you open them. But I do want to ask. I've got questions.
We know you've got questions.
I mean, I've got questions.
We know that you've got questions.
And hey, people are talking. So it's a basic bitch chip. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, just like I judge a chip company by their basic bitch chip, much like I judge a soda by a soda company by how well you do pure straight up cola. Because if you fuck up regular cola, what do we have to talk about?
Really good.
Really good. Very potatoey. Good kettle. I taste the oil.
Wait.
Tastes like lard to me.
I feel like I'm standing on the shore.
I don't taste the... These are not very salty.
No.
In a good way.
A lot of flavor.
A lot of flavor. Non-GMO product verified.
Whatever.
I like some growth hormone. You know what I mean?
Good dip chip.
I mean, where do you think this shit comes from? Growth hormone, motherfucker.
Good dip chip.
Good dip chip. Let's get him on the phone. My phone's dead. Pull him up, Dave. Ingredient, like, this, shout out to cameraman. This is how cameraman rates shit like this. Ingredient list: potatoes, sunflower oil, sea salt. That's it.
Really?
Gotta love it. You love to hear that.
What's the phone number?
855-916-7622. Cooked in 100% sunflower oil.
One in 6 snacks.
Thank you for calling 1 in 6 Snacks. We're busy making more of the delicious snacks you love.
Don't lie.
If you know your party's extension, please dial it now or dial 8 for a company directory. Sales, press 1.
Wait.
For accounting, press 6. For directions to our retail outlet, press 2. Otherwise, press 0 for the operator. To hear these, please hold while we connect your call to extension 0. potato chips. Oh, they're my favorite snack. Eat them by the handful, eat them by the sack. Sweet potato chips. The person you have dialed can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, simply hang up or press the pound key for further options.
Good evening. This is Mikey Bananas from the Grown Man Record Night program. We are currently reviewing. By the way, we've reviewed over 800 bags of potato chips on our internet show, Grown Man Record Night. Tonight we're reviewing the Carolina Kettle cooked potato chips with the Outer Banks sea salt. We picked these up at Trader Joe's, and we had one. These are very good chips. We're really enjoying these, by the way. Great job on this. Simple ingredient list. Tastes great. Would be great with a dip. But we're interested to see if how the relationship with Trader Joe's works. Do they do these like regional type chips with throughout the country? Like,
yeah. This is Steve Fever, by the way. Wondering if these chips were available in like San Francisco at the Trader Joe's there, or is this only available in the regional areas? What he's trying to get at. Okay, back to you.
I was getting there, but you interrupted me, and I kind of lost my place. But good chips. But if you just
all right,
yeah, good chip. Go good with a mailbox meat flavor.
Good.
Yeah, go good with the mailbox meat
or
flavor.
Uncured pepperoni.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. When the uncured pepperoni was left in my mailbox by my neighbors, and now I'm thinking it's the Pakistani children in my neighborhood playing a joke on me because I'm the guy that doesn't bring his trash cans in every week. Whatever.
Are those the ones that put the fireworks under your car?
Perhaps. Yeah. But we love all peoples. Hey, what are you guys doing for the rest of the weekend? At the Red House, where white people and black people buy furniture. What are you guys doing?
And Hispanic, too.
And all peoples. What are you guys doing for the rest of the weekend? Y'all watching football?
I believe the Bulldogs are playing tomorrow at 3:30 on the CBS Game of the Week.
Let's see how tall I can make this hat and make it ridiculous, especially with a mustache. Oh, that's good.
Georgia's playing Tennessee tomorrow.
I told that highway patrolman he kissed my fucking ass, boy. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Banner show. Really enjoyed it, man. Had a lot of great records. Hey, we ain't done yet. We're coming over to Twitch. Oh, I do this every week. I come over here and say, hey, we're not done. Come over to Twitch. We're going to play some, there it is. Boom. Found it. Found it.
Found an apropos graphic.
Boom. We're coming, or I would like to call it an agape graphic, Steve, because it's love as an action.
Okay.
What the Greeks say. Not just love. It's love as an action.
There are many different versions of love.
Right. This is the agape. The agape is you're going to come over to Twitch. You're gonna follow the channel. We're gonna play some record albums and we're gonna talk about them. No big deal. Nobody's going to bed.
Where are you going, Zep Pearl?
Nobody's going to bed.
Hey, you need to check that. What?
Steve's all messed up. Steve's messed up. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Beth Hart.
Beth Hart.
Yeah.
Vance, go look it up for
Look
Steve
up
gets
Beth
all...
Hart Zeppelin tribute.
Steve's gonna get all weird if you don't, Vance. I appreciate you just checking.
It's funny
it out.
because they dropped the tune they dropped was "Good Times, Bad Times." Of course, she has to sing.
Zonkman, where are you going?
In the days of my youth, I was told what it means to be a woman.
A woe man.
A woe man.
A man. Whoa, man. What's that? So I Married an Axe Murderer. I saw that in the theater.
Did you?
Yeah, me and Cameraman, actually.
Where are we going with that?
Because he says,
Whoa, man?
whoa, man.
Okay.
Anybody? All right. Any Mike Myers fans? Not the killer, but the comedy. Vance heard it today, earlier today.
Good for you.
All right. What was on your pile earlier tonight? I'm doing a. What's on Vance's pizza tonight? I'm not leaving until I know. I know Vance had a pizza tonight. What'd you have on it? Sausage or peppers? I bet it had sausage and peppers. Gold was my favorite.
The last pizza I had was straight pepperoni and cheese, but
don't say pepperoni.
I don't think it was uncured.
Yeah. Look, Burbs already said uncured pepperoni. No. It's funny is I got half a bag of that left.
Yep. You gonna make it through? Can we take it off your hands?
Sausage and pepperoni. God damn it, I love that.
Hell yeah.
No sausage and pepperoni, no extra charge.
If it was legal in North Carolina, I would marry Vance Kratos. I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you this right now.
If it was legal.
If it's legal in North Carolina.
Wait, I think it is legal.
I'm a proud Southerner, but I would marry Vance.
I think it's now legal.
Vance, let's get an apartment together. I mean, let's be honest. We both double our record collection. We double our wardrobe. We both wear double XLs. We double our record collection. We double our wardrobe.
You get a killer new hat collection.
You're a Sox guy. I'm a Cubs guy. I don't know. I think it'll work out. I'm just saying. I think it'll work out.
Vance will have to live on the south side of the house.
You got to live on the south side. I got to live on the rich, better looking
Boys Town,
north side of the house.
All the gay guys live.
Where are all the gay guys?
Boys Town.
I like the gay guys.
Okay, good for you.
I like the straight guys too.
Go for it.
I just like people in general,
Just
Steve.
go for it. Get in there with it.
I just like people.
Put it on the truck.
Put it on the truck. I just like people.
Is that gonna be 2022's catchphrase?
What do you got? What do you guys think the 2022? You know this. Hold on. This year's catchphrase has been. Who remembers what it is anyway? Anybody? Can I find it?
T2TB.
Where's it at?
I don't know.
There it is. This is. Oh, God damn it! What the fuck is that?
You fuck.
I messed it up. Hold up. Nobody move. What was that? Come in, right there. Boom. No, stay there. Stay there. This was the theme this year. Commit to the bit, which may involve me getting really aggressive toward the end of the year.
Yeah, maybe.
I've got an idea how to make this. I'm
not sure if we're gonna need to run this by legal.
But next, who thinks what next year's slogan is going to be? I don't know. I already know what it's going to be. You can guess. Flip that desk over. Woo! God damn it! I love Merv. Hey, come over to Twitch. We'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. We got to shut it down and bring it back up. That's why you don't see us right now over there.
His monitor costs too much to flip the desk.
Yeah, it's 1440p. I mean, this is no. There's no just chop shop job over here. 1440p.
That's where you got. Yeah, I don't have a monitor like that.
Give me 5 minutes. We'll come back up on Twitch with some brand new record albums. I'm done talking to you people.
Harry James coming your way.
I'm over it. You put on Harry James TV.